Hey guys, welcome to Link's Awakening walkthrough, Chapter 5, Part D. We're in the Angler's Tunnel. This dungeon is a little mazy, so follow me here. You want to head up and destroy the spiked beetles and the Zol. And remember, you need your shield to defeat the spiked beetles. Then head left, especially if you're running low on bombs, because we're gonna need quite a few of them through the dungeon. You're gonna need at least 5, I'd say. Well, maybe even more than that. You'll need quite a few bombs, so make sure you grab the bombs, because they're right there. You might as well. And then you want to go back right, climb the steps, and then head right, head up, and up, head right, and up, and open the treasure chest for the dungeon map. So at last, yeah, we just entered the dungeon. So, like I said, this dungeon is a little bit more mazy, so just bear with me here. You're going to want to dash jump. That means equipping the Pegasus boots and the Roc's feather at the same time across the gap just below the stairs. Whenever I refer to dash jumping, that's what I mean for now on. So you guys know. In this room, we are going to want to avoid the anti-fairy and the pea-hats. The pea-hats you can only kill once they have sat down and their propellers aren't moving, so they're very annoying, and you'll see later in the dungeon that they just get really annoying. So once you've blown up the cracked block, you want to push the block that's left to the right. And you can kill the anti-fairies. If I know I've demonstrated this before, but you can kill them or create a fairy by putting the magic powder on them, just like you could in A Link to the Past. So anyways, open the chest to get a small key, and from there you're going to want to go up, and again go up. The pea-hats are just going to be in your way, and it's something you're going to have to deal with through most of the dungeon until we get the item, which will be towards the end. In this room, you're going to want to bomb the block, so get out your bombs again, and like I said, we're going to be needing them quite a bit, and it really makes me mad that the anti-fairies just get to hover around the water, and the water tektites, which are those green spider-like enemies, another version of the red tektites that get to skim across water instead of jump on mountains. You can get a small key in the chest there. If you're running low on hearts, grab the heart side. I don't remember if I did that or not, but anyways, with this small key, we want to backtrack to the gap where we dash jumped across. Not that far, so so far the dungeon's not that bad. This dungeon is a little bit harder than Key Cavern, but it's not. We'll see more difficult dungeons later on. Trust me. Even in terms of maziness. So be prepared. If you can't handle this, it'll get worse. Anyways, head up the stairs, and now we're going to backtrack to the room with the spiky beetles and the Zols that we first came across. Oh, but first, grab this treasure chest with the stone beak. I wonder if you could say that 10 times fast. Stone beak, stone beak. Yeah, it's not that hard, I guess. Okay. So, now we want to backtrack to this room with the Zol and the spiked beetles. Remember, get out your shield and take care of them. Then you want to go through the door that opens up. In this room, you want to defeat the enemies and open the chest, the lone chest in here, and you will get the compass. So we have most of the dungeon items already. That's pretty nice, because, like I said, you can get pretty lost in this dungeon. From here, go down. And in this room, defeat the 4 water tektites. Then we're going to want to jump over the dark blue spots to get to the treasure chest. You cannot enter the dark... Oh, I guess you don't have to jump over the dark blue spots. I didn't notice those crystals up there. Well, never mind. If you want to, you can jump over the dark blue spots but you cannot enter them as they are deep water. Then you want to go back up and head right from there. You can defeat these Tektites, or you can just avoid them. This time you have to jump over the little spot here, so then head up through the locked door, which we have keys for now. Alright. So now we want to head up, and we want to dash jump across the gap and then head up again. In this room we want to unlock the block and then push the block right above it up to get through. You can kill the Shrouded Stalfos and the Star, which is a new enemy. They just go around, they're not anything to worry about. And then head left. In this room, make sure you kill these Zols. There's a key there, but we can't get it quite yet. It'll be much later in the dungeon when we get it, so from there, now that we don't have any keys, we're gonna have to head down. Kill these spiked beetles. And then go down. You can talk to the owl if you would like. In here you'll have to jump over the deep water again, which is the dark blue spots, remember that. And the pea-hat can be quite annoying in this part, so one nice thing, if you did have enough for the bow and arrows, you might have wanted to purchase it. It's not pertinent, but you can kill the pea-hats with it. So that's just something to think about as you're jumping over the water. Then you want to go left 2 screens and go up, avoiding the pea-hats, or waiting for them to land and killing them if you would like. Wish we had some sort of item that could take care of these relatively easily, but we don't at this time. Anyways, that's me demonstrating killing one, so you can do it. Go up, and in here there's a fake treasure with a green soul in it. Well, kill the Zol and head up, or just don't get the treasure. There are some weird tiles on this floor, or in this room. Remember them for later. Remember this room for later, and then head right. Open the treasure chest for a small key. Now we're gonna want to backtrack all the way to the room with those 2 red Zols where we made a small key drop from before. So you're going to want to head left, down 2, right 2, up 2, and then up. Once we head up in this room, we will encounter the mini-boss, Cue Ball. Quite possibly the easiest mini-boss in the game. There are 3 little strategies you can use. The first is to dash after him with the Pegasus boots, and I will show you all 3. This is the longest and the hardest. After you do that, or the next strategy is to jump over him and then hit him from behind. But the best strategy is to just stand at a corner, wait for him when he's turning around, and slash at him. He's a very easy mini-boss. He takes 4 hits if you have the red tunic, 8 hits if you do not. Anyways, from Cubone, you're going, or Cue Ball, you're going to want to go up, use the power bracelet to pull the, I don't know what you would call it. You pull the switch back and it pulls the blocks apart, as you can see. Then you want to run quickly, trying to avoid the spark, as I didn't do very well, so that you can get to the room on the left. going to defeat the red souls and open the treasure chest for the dungeon item, the flippers. Yay! We can now swim in deep water, so we don't have to worry about pulling out our rock's feather just when we see that. From here we want to go down, and we want to walk over the tiles in the order that it gives it to you. It's going to be different in every game. If you have the same one as me, that's great. Comment on the video if you do, or if you don't. And it's a random order for each new game that you start, so you're going to have to either write it down or just remember it in your head for later. It probably is not the same as mine is in the walkthrough, and I can't stress that enough. So now that you have your pattern memorized, you want to head back to the screen by heading down and then left. Now lock your pattern on these tiles after you have the flippers. And it will open up a door. And then you want to head down the stairs, and there is a new enemy here. They are called thwomps. Basically, they will come down when they try to, or when you get near them, and they will try to hit you. So maneuver around, and this last part you're going to want to make the thwomp come down, jump on the stairs, jump on top of the thwomp's head, and then you can jump off and jump on the ladder. This is the end of this video, and